there's a new update for well, okay, first of all, this is awesome. This is just like Withering Waves, which I think a lot of people are rooting for, including myself, is just winning, solid winning, 30 million downloads. Again, there's already an update coming, by the way. Like 1.1 is already out and it are gonna come down the pipeline, and apparently it's got like new like levels that are snowy. And I think they're introducing new bosses already, and of course new banners for characters and weapons and things like that, but and also a new story. I think I mentioned that already. But I'm actually really digging the story, especially on the last half. So first things first with this, also shout out to Lone for sending me this and telling me that this was available. A big chunk of what endgame is basically you getting echoes, farming your daily monsters, getting those echoes, and then you have to basically amplify them, so you invest XP into them, and then you can decrypt them, and the decrypting of them gives you random substats. But those substats are basically, there's a finite resource that you have to usually spend when it comes to resin, but unfortunately these are locked by quality, so like epic and then legendary gear is separate. But the TLDR of this, which I think is really neat, is that they're actually letting you convert these just like anything. Like, it's weird that this was not in the game, because it does just let you convert any sort of like base thing into a greater thing, and there was no real reason to not do this. And now you can take all of your purple gear that you maybe farmed at a lower level, and now you can convert that into a legendary gear, and the conversion looks to be pretty okay. It takes 5 to make one full one, which doesn't sound terrible considering I have like 800 of these damn things. This thing is kind of hard to understand. Yeah, it's a perfect way to put it. Fluff put it perfectly. Data bank level do not provide union XP until 1.1, but they're saying here that will all be compensated with you. So if you did farm a ton of bosses, it does seem like or enemies, they will give you that back then. So you're basically not going to lose that compensation. But that's also really nice, because again, but this will give you a reason, if you want to progress your union level, to go do the other ones, even if there may not be the best artifacts for your builds and such. So we have a higher chance for our daily rewards, guaranteeing us not a shitty 1-star cost, but instead a 3-star cost. Okay. See, Fluff should write this whole fucking thing, because this whole broken ass, like, hard as hell to understand, Fluff says, completely removes 1 cost for guidebook rewards. That's your daily rewards. That's all they would need to put there. Instead, it's like this super convoluted thing of like the most words possible for the least amount of information given. Anyway, that makes much more sense. Okay, so for this one, Chad had to help me understand it because I'm dumb. The TLDR is essentially when you get to the final level, the highest drop rate, they're going to completely take away the 4-star drop chance, likely, and you're going to be getting a 100% drop chance for whenever you do get an echo to drop. So whenever you get a 20% chance, every time you kill something, for an echo to drop, whenever it does drop, it will guaranteed be a 5-star, which is pretty fantastic. Granted, woof. Until you get to that point, it is rough. It is rough. There's a lot for you to chew through in order to finally get to 21 and get that boom. Another quick synopsis by Fluff. Level 21 data bank means you always get a 5-star to drop, up from 80%. Yeah, that makes much more sense. Yeah, this one just is basically like, yeah, we have a puzzle. On 1.1, we have a cool puzzle with a cube, a clang bang, a clang bang. All right. It kind of is good to heads up to be like, oh, you might need to actually equip this thing in order for you to actually be able to complete this puzzle. Hopefully it's not too many, because that's kind of annoying to constantly have to jump around to different puzzles and to only be able to complete them that way. You know? Optimizations. This is huge. ADHD saved. Okay, remove tacit field reward collecting. The amount of tacit fields I do, and I'm just sitting there like, please, just let me click past all of it. I don't care about the weird like camera angle, like look how cinematic this is. Just get me through. Also, a little sad. I did read through this beforehand, despite it doesn't look that way. There is no fix to the controller lock-on, which is sad. I feel like that to me it's just insufferable. It also could just be like maybe there's some sort of method to the madness I haven't discovered yet, but it's bad. Oh, what was the other? Oh, there's no 60 FPS or 120 FPS, sorry, for PC, which is also sad. You have to. We can't do it, which is weird because we know it's possible to do. But they haven't added in game, so big sad. Hopefully eventually they do. I lowered the shell costs for echo leveling. This is nice. It almost makes me, it doesn't say anything about compensation though, so yeah, when you're leveling up, I think it's your echoes, it costs so much money, so they're reducing that essentially, but I feel like this kind of means try to not level up as much of your echoes, because yeah, you don't want to lose out on your credits. Although I haven't really seen people struggle with getting credits, but even still, if you wanted to be a little more cautious, try not to upgrade your echoes too quickly here. Yeah, I heard people complaining about this boss that does like drive-bys. I agree. I just don't like. I hope they just take this in stride of like, Nobody likes fighting a boss which has like an immunity phase or like a glorified immunity phase, where basically like you can't deal damage and they're just flying up above you and just dealing damage to you and you literally can't hit them. Awful. Just terrible gameplay design. It's just like the worst. I'm fine if it's tit for tat. You can smack me in the face, but I can also smack you in the face. That's the best. That's boss design at its best. When you're like, no, how about you stop doing what your build was made for, which is like burst damage or long duration impact or AoE or whatever it be. Stop that. Let the boss do some random shit to like set up like we're playing like we're a hero in a shitty 80s hero movie where the villain's like, just wait, and when he's setting up his bullshit or moving to his next encounter, the guy doesn't just run at him and kill him immediately. New Depth of Elusive Realm. That's such a mouthful. Depth of Elusive Realm is getting a new update, new content, Dream Abyss. I don't know if this means the Depth of the Elusive Realm is actually like out of its beta test in 1.1 and it's actually going to be embedded into the actual game. Maybe it's always going to be an event, that way they can let it retire for a couple months and then replace it with something else and then bring it back. This has been everyone's like favorite endgame activity just because it's silly. It also makes me a little sad, the Elusive Realms, because it's such a fun thing to see like how crazy some of the artifacts could get, and it does make me hopeful for the future that like eventually hopefully we get nutty in that way where like you can get a 5-star artifact that like it does as much crazy shit as the Elusive Realms can do it. Maybe not now because that'll break a lot of the game, but it would be very cool eventually to get to that point where we can actually have like, again, using the Helldiver or the Hell Rider set and having like 6 different Hell Riders just popping out and like doing drive-bys as you're fighting. It's just unbelievably sick. And again, it's kind of like an absolute flex for the designers to be like, just so you know, we could get crazy. We could get crazy if we wanted to. Yeah, so this is explaining now the new events coming into the game in 1.1, which Farmint area event. To help everyone better experience the new area, we've prepared 2 exclusive area events for you. That's fun. It's a good idea. Firmament? Is that right? Kill me. 80 Astros. Woo woo. Oh, I have it. Oh shit, right here. Good eye, Bolty. I didn't see that. Completing all of these events. Yeah, that's actually a good reward because not a lot of people explore like the beauty of this game, which is fair because it's just like there's so much to do as far as the events and level up characters and stuff like that goes. Yeah. You're like, all right, I'm focusing on those. But the fact they're giving us that much Astros is awesome. Also a ton of other premium stuff. Love that. Again, the events have been pretty rewarding thus far, which is pretty awesome. Half a temple, not bad, yeah. Especially for just a quick event that seems like you're just going to have to run around and explore some stuff. Another event is the Coral Store. Besides other optimizations and tweaks mentioned above, version 1.1 is also bringing a bunch of other cool events your way. The 7-day login, that's huge. Again, I do find it so funny that this game, it's awesome because right now it's in like a time dilation state where it's just like, it's not trying to get, it doesn't want to get like ZZZ or whatever games are coming out in this next couple month way. So it's just like, fuck it, let's just push all of our content here so people can actually play it now and enjoy it now, create fond memories so that they're willing to come back rather than like feeling like they have to choose. It's just crazy that we're having like another login reward after we just basically had one. And it's just a non-stop of like this, then that, then this, then that, you know? Wow, there's a ton. So we got Tacid Simulacra. What the hell do you think that would be? Oh, it's just for leveling up materials? I gotcha. And another like level material one. That's fine. Oh, okay. That's huge news. Holy shit, that's... sorry, I ran by that. That's amazing. Okay, so yeah, the Coral Store, which is like the in-game store. I just didn't know that's what it was called because my brain is just terrible with names. As I keep saying, store. So, is this what you mean? Yeah, I bought them all, but instead we get 7 opposed to 5? Every update cycle? That's huge. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a massive win. That's like a permanent net positive for a long duration of time. That's so cool. This is such a godsend. Map exploration, you have no idea how many times I've been like trying to find an enemy and I'm on top of a mountain and I'm like, there's a fucking cave. There's a fucking cave in this goddamn shit. And of course, I look up, I go top mountain, not there. And I gotta fucking find an entrance, which is impossible. So to see that the map is like, no, it's underneath this. There's a tunnel system here. Go to this place. That's so nice. Unfortunately, they can't do it for the entire map because that'd be a huge undertaking. So unfortunately, they're just going to add it over time, increasing the percentages of the underground kind of events. But that is so nice. That is a kind of a neat like story buff kind of thing where you can basically see like the scribes of what the conversations were in the story. So if you're clueless, that's there. It's okay. I'll be honest. I don't know who. I think there's like a percentage of a person that uses this. But anyways, this is really neat. I think this is talking about with the basing your dailies, so they're increasing the amount of quests that you can possibly get for doing your dailies, which is fantastic again. But there's no mention, unfortunately, of any sort of like lock-on system tweak, which is a little sad. Maybe it's there, and we just don't know about it. There's no reference to 60 or 120 FPS or just more FPS than 60 FPS for PC users, which again, there's a way to do that. So we know that it's not like impossible for you to do that. So it would just be cool to see it built into the actual game, rather than you having to like change the source code and kind of worry that you're like fucking up something. And things like that. But outside of that, I think this is a fantastic update. But, what do you call it? 1.1 is looking absolutely brilliant. But before we get into that and before we finish up here, I do want to check out one more thing, which gets your headphones on, boys. This is the new Withering Waves featured cinematic, As Fate Has Decreed. This might just be like a recap of cool story moments. We'll enjoy it nevertheless. There might be a thumbnail here, actually, for this video.
Sentinel WUWA saved us from the morass of wars. It embodies the hope of our people.
Oh, it looks so good. Oh, that sound. You can hear the wind.
Its future is Jinzhou's future.
Oh, she got little scales. She got little scales on her face. She also
And
has
its
horns.
past
Dragon horns.
mirrors that of Jinzhou's.
This looks way more anime. I don't think it's in game. But I bet she'll probably get she'll get a story quest too. So maybe this is like cut from her story quest, so you can actually see her upbringing, which is pretty huge. Yeah, because she was chosen by a dragon at like a young age, which are all kind of like, that's fucked. She had no childhood, but then again, this is the childhood in this world where like monsters eat you alive. So like kind of rough in general. Oh, that's her. I see. She's like going back in time with her old memories. You remember when you were a baby? Your mom died. I'll be your stepdad. I guess. Dragon Coon, thank you so much. She's just vomiting. Baby's like, ah! Shit! Why are you gyrating so much? Jeez. It's also such a beautiful moment. I'm sorry I'm ruining it. Oh, the sound. I don't know what it is about that, like, that sound. They're like Japanese inspired, like flute or whatever it is, but it just hits that spot. Perseverance, sadness, loneliness, struggle. Cool dope ass rings though. Jade rings. Oh! Everything's so good.
Are you still with me?
Ah!
Our Central Secretariat has ratified your succession.
Sorry. I always hear that fucking, was that Donald Trump thing? I'm gonna come. Or that other
Lord
guy,
have mercy, I'm about to bust.
It's also such a touching moment, and they know damn well it's gonna happen as soon as people see.
Are you still with me?
I feel
Our
like she
Central
might beat the
Secretariat
Swords
has
Girl
ratified your succession.
as far as,
This ceremony with Sentinel
genetic
WUWA
superiority.
will be the final step.
That's what I should say.
Understood. I'll mend our city's scars from battle beneath the crescent.
I know you will. But remember, you have a long way to go. Now, stay focused and walk ahead with confidence.
That's interesting. I did not expect her personality to be that way. I thought she'd be much more like cheeky, not like a diligent auntie kind of vibe, you know?
In the wake of war, the populace suffer. A leader must unite for serenity to reign. Tread with caution and join our sacred duty to defend the city and its folk with honor.
God, it's been so good.
True. The rite has concluded. From this moment on, you will be Junju, the new magistrate of Jinzhou. As fate has decreed.
As fate has decreed. Is that the whole premise of the
Jinshi
thing?
will serve your will.
Our character's supposed to break that notion of fate and everything being predestined, possibly. That was gorgeous, dude. I can't even, like, I used to think Genshin was a very pretty game. And then Withering Wave comes out, and I'm like, oh, actually, they were slacking. They're slacking a little bit, man. This is like, I don't know. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but like, there's like composition that's like genuinely beautiful in this game. Like the way everything sits, the background, the composition is the best way I can describe it. Like, where is it? There was a scene, even this, just like this subtle blur, everything. It looks like, also, there's a lot of heavy-handed stuff within, like, trying to create the illusion of cinematography or illusion of cinema, kind of depth of field and stuff like that. A lot of games kind of, I don't really feel like hit it. It almost looks like you can clearly tell it's an illusion. But just that even, not this, but just this 2-second shot. Everything's flowing, everything's fabric, there's petals falling, it's just soft, just goddamn, oh, it's so good. Again, I did not expect her to have this, this personality type.
Understood. I'll mend our city.
Succession. Our Central Secretariat has ratified your succession. This ceremony with Sentinel Jue will be the final step.
Understood. I'll mend our city's scars from battle beneath the crescent.
I know you will. But remember, you have a long way to go. Now,
Yeah, he's definitely giving off that like warm anti vibe. Although I will say, I will just point out again. I'm so sweaty. It's also gross. It's not because of the hot waifu on my stream. It's because I'm sick in a lot of ways. But Bolty says, I don't trust the dragon. It did save her. I mean, like, even like let's say we don't trust the dragon. Hypothetically, the dragon's still, like, she would have died. So, like, even if he's a demon, the demon saved her from dying. So at the very least, what does he want from me? He's wanting, like, to create some worshippers? I don't know. Like, we could talk about it. Your life's worth something, okay? Your life's worth something. Grin, who are you summoning for? Are you fucking kidding me, Lone? What the fuck kind of question is that? Are you insane? Are you insane? I've seen her a lot. I only seen her once to be like, oh, you know what, Lone, I'll do this for you. I was gonna wait for the other video. I can't, dude. God damn it. It's such a good like clip thing. It's just, I don't know why. Something about the eyes. Don't look at this. This is nuts. This. Look at that. For that split second, dude. You can't. Don't look at that. It's just wild. Absolutely wild. Not even a competition. How dare you ask me that? Anyways, I'm sorry. But it's absolutely the Fire Girl. 110%. She looks so good. I will say, what this chick looked great too. Her like attack combinations look like amazing. She's gonna be a DPS. It's kind of like bursty. I won't talk about it yet. We're gonna talk about it later, or literally in the next couple of minutes. But I am so pleased with this game's progression, and of course, it's just overall success. And again, to me, it continues to show that it's not trying to be a Genshin clone. It's genuinely trying to be like, it almost feels like this game very much feels like people who loved Genshin, who like really, really loved and connected with Genshin and said, okay, I want to make my version of that and do my best to like take every good part and then transcend as much as possible. That's the vibe I get. Like, it doesn't look like they're trying to like spike Genshin in a way or like make a jab. It's just like, let's do our thing and let's try to do it as best as we possibly can. Like Genshin doesn't do this like more like this kind of cinematography stuff, at least not to this extent. It's usually more of like it's more anime. This feels less anime. I don't know why, but like this feels more like a movie than an anime. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely like fucking dragon and shit, like that's anime, but like it's just that doesn't have the look of an anime. Like if you watch anime enough, you realize it's almost like a design, the same way that you can spot certain manga art and you're like, this is this is not what we're not in manga land anymore.